Well, another day, another sharp drop, and we are seeing the benchmark indices make history yet again. We have seen a cut of as much as 5.5% today for the Nifty, which has lost nearly 500 points on an intraday basis, closing below 8,500 for the first time since January of 2017. We have only seen gains in Z Entertainment and ONGC, but severe losses for the entire banking pack, along with IndusInd Bank, Kotak Mahindra Bank, HDFC Bank, some of these heavier weighted companies weighing down on the indices, including something like Bajaj Finance, which loses out as much as 11%. One gainer for 9 losers on the NSE 500. We have some gains in Just Dial, Oil India, SJV, and Cochin Shipyard, not too much to speak for otherwise. Sharp cuts coming in from Vodafone, Idea, Bharti Infratel, Quest Corp. Edelweiss Financial Services now below the mark of 50 rupees a share. AU Small Finance Bank, and as you can see, the top 16 losers all losing out well over 16%, anywhere between 16 to 36% in trade as far as the NSE 500 is concerned. But I'm going to very quickly get in our market editor Neeraj Shah for his thoughts on the markets. Neeraj, clearly no respite. That little bit of a blip that we saw in the last half an hour of trade, there are all sorts of guesses where that buying in PSU's been coming from, but that was no respite.
No, not at all, and that's not the heavyweight pocket any which way, so it wouldn't move the needle on the index too much. But for SBI, which saw some buying, and therefore the bank Nifty, that plus just some routine buying, some bounce back from some of the other names brought the bank Nifty higher. But it won't take too much to guess what would have led to the buying in the PSU names, what the buyer would be. We'll get to know by the end of the evening. But the point is, the damages stay. The Dow futures, as we shut shop, were still locked down, and therefore it doesn't promise to be a great day on the US. And if indeed Wall Street doesn't have a good day, then very difficult to assume that we will have some bearing tomorrow as well. I don't quite have a handle on the volumes of the session, but I suspect that there'll be sub 50,000 crores yet again. So sharp gashes. Yesterday we were talking about HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank Agam. Today Kotak and HDFC have joined the party as well. And that's some serious selling that we've seen.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the more important point here is that we've closed below Friday's lower circuit, and that remains a concern. But Neeraj, thanks for that perspective there. But very quickly, I just want to go through that important point that I was just talking about. Well, firstly, Nifty not only has closed below, well, at the last time we saw the Nifty at these levels was back in 2017, January. But perhaps more importantly, I want to point out here is that while we did see the Nifty close at, 8,500, or rather 85,550, that was a lower circuit. That was the intraday low last Friday. Well, we've eventually seen the Nifty close even below that mark at around 84.68. So this is another concern out here. We've broken a new low. It's a new 52-week low as well. And where it's anyone's guess as to where we are going to go with the volatility spiking above the mark of 64, also at a 12-year high. The real question is, where do we go from here? And honestly, not a lot of people have answers to that question. We'll continue to get you updates there. On that note, it's a wrap on the markets, but there's lots more lined up. Stay tuned to BloombergQuint.
According to a recent report, women today contribute nearly 74% of real estate buying decisions. This includes 32% of single women buyers across the top 8 cities. And finally, women are